Hi guys, this is Rishabh Kapoor from websofttutorials.com. In this video guys, I will show you that how can you insert PHP form data in MySQL tables. So guys, this is the table in which we are going to insert PHP form data. You can see name has a data type of varchar, email has a data type of varchar, address has a data type or has a data type of text, and joining date has data type of date. Guys, it is not mandatory that if you want to insert a date, then you need to make it of date type. You can use varchar as well. So we will change it to varchar and I will give it a length of 100. Save it. You can see date has a data type of varchar as well. Now guys, this is the form which I have created. Action is blank because we are going to write our PHP code in the same file. Means we are not going to create one more file to write PHP code. We will write our PHP code in the same file. Method is post. Then you can see the fields: name, input type text, name equal to name; email, input type text, name equal to email. Guys, in the PHP the data is fetched with the help of this name attribute. You will see later in this tutorial. In the same way, address, input type text, name equal to address; admission date, input type text, name equal to admission; and then and the last submit button, input type submit, name equal to submit, and value equal to submit. You can see. Now we will write our PHP code in the same file. So at the top we will include our connection file here. So you can see this is the connection file which we have created in our previous tutorial. Guys, this file is creating a connection to the database. So we will include it at the top. Include once. Connection.php. It is in the same folder. So it connection.php. Now we will get this form data. If I'll directly write this like this, $_post, and the name attribute means the value of name attribute is name. If I'll write like this without is set function, it will return an error. Email. We will go to browser and we will see this error: undefined index name, undefined index email. So we will use the isSet function. So in this tutorial we will use the isSet function for this submit button. Means if the submit button is pressed, only then it will take these values, means these form values. So we will write if isSet brackets $_post and then value of name attribute of submit button, and the value is submit. Means if the submit button is pressed, we'll go to browser, refresh. If the submit button is pressed, only then we will post form values. Name, in the same way, email, address, and last one is admission. Now we will go to browser and refresh it. You will see no error, because if the submit button is pressed, only then it will take this value. So we will store these values inside a variable. So I will create a variable name which will store the value of, means when the value is fetched, it will store inside name variable, and email, address, ADM for admission. Now we will echo it. Means firstly we will check that whether the values are coming or not. Refresh. Now I will enter name Rishabh, email rishabh@gmail.com, address India, and admission date 11th Feb 2014. Now if I'll press the submit button, you will see Rishabh, first form name of name, rishabh@gmail.com, email, India is the address, and admission date is 11th Feb 2014. Means it is fetching the form data, means it is working perfectly. Now we will save this data inside MySQL table. This MySQL table. So we will use the insert query. So firstly I remove this echo because we don't need to echo it out again and again. We were just checking that whether the values are coming or not. Now we will use the MySQL query. So for that we will write MySQL underscore query. This is the keyword and then brackets, and in between these two brackets we will write our MySQL query. So double quotes, insert into. Guys, it is mandatory that you need to include the connection file, otherwise this MySQL query will not work. So we will write insert into table name. Table name is students record. Students record. Then brackets. In between these two brackets we will write the name of the columns. First column is name, email, address, and last column is joining date. Then after that we will write values, and then again we will two brackets and single quotes. In between first we will write single quotes, we will write the name of these variables: name, email, address, and ATM. Name we will separate it with comma. Name, email, address, and then last one is ADM. You can see. And now again we will go to browser, refresh it. Now we will insert the form data. Rishabh@gmail.com, address India, joining date is 11th Feb, and I will click submit button. Now browse. You can see Rishabh@gmail.com, India, 11th Feb. Means it is working perfectly. But guys, we will display a message. Means when the values are inserted we will display a message. For that we will take this MySQL query inside if statement. So I will write if, and I will remove this semicolon, and I will write a bracket here. If means if the query is working, I will echo submit. Guys, in this video we are not applying any validations to our form fields. In the next video I will show you that how can you put some validations, means how can you add validations to your form fields. Means if the query will work, then it will display this message submit. So I'll write again Namit@gmail.com, address India, and admission date 12th Feb 2014. Guys, you can also use jQuery calendar here. Means it depends upon your choice. It is better to use a jQuery calendar here. I'm just writing some values. So I'll click submit. You will see submit means the query is working. You can write an other message here like the values are inserted or values have been submitted, whatever you wanna write. So again we'll click on the browse. You can see Namit@gmail.com, India, 12th Feb 2014. Means in this way you can insert the PHP form values into database. You can see this query: insert into students record, table name, then fields name, email. These are the field names: name, email, address, joining date. Name, address, email, address, joining date, then values, and after that values we will and write the post data here, means post variables here. Name means it will take this value and write it here: name, email, address, and ATM. So guys, in this way you can store the PHP form data into MySQL tables. Guys, if you still have any question, you can go to my discussion forum or you can leave a comment below. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to get recent updates about my videos. Let's see you in the next tutorial.